Hi everyone, you're welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be learning how to make a back slit, a professional back slit at the back of your skirt or your dress. So if this is what you like to learn, let's dive right into the video. So I already cut out the amount of material I'll be using for the pleats. So I have it on fold. So I have 15 inches by width. The 15 inches is on fold. Then by length I have 17 inches. So this is the skirt that I'll be fixing it to. And before you join your skirt, that is before you join the front and the back together, make sure you fix the slit first. So for the length of the slit on the skirt, I'm going to have 16 inches. Remember, the length of the material I'm using for the slit is 17 inches, but on the skirt I'm going to have 16 inches. So at that point of 16 inches, I'm going to go ahead to the sewing machine and tack it. So I have tacked it already, and this is how it is looking like. So the next thing we are going to do now is to place the material for the slit on the skirt. We are going to iron it first so it can have a center. So I'll place the material, the front of the material, on the back of the skirt. You can see. So I'll just place one side on one side of the allowance of the skirt, that is the zipper allowance, and I'll stitch with 1/2 inch. So I'm just using a pin to hold it down here, and I'll repeat the same thing for the second side. So don't forget, I place the right side of the material for the slit on the wrong side of the skirt. So I'll go ahead to the sewing machine and sew it with 1/2 inch. So this is one side and this is the second side. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to give it a good press. I'll iron it first before I start doing my pleats. This is just to make sure everything is smooth on the outside. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to place both centers together. You can see the center of the slit with the center of the skirt. So I'll use a pin to pin it down, and I'll repeat the same thing for the upper part. This is the upper part. I'm repeating the same thing center to center, and I'll pin it down. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do now is to iron the sides. So after that, you carry one side of the material. You make sure you notch the ironed part, both the upper part and the down part. So you can see the line that we ironed earlier. So you take it and place it directly on the center of the skirt. So this needs to be carefully done. There's no rushing at all. So after placing it directly on the center of the skirt, I'll just use a pin to hold it down so it can stay properly. You can see it. I'm just trying to show you guys again so you understand. So just look at what I'm doing carefully and I'm sure you understand it. So after that, I'm using a pin to hold it down. So I'll repeat the same thing for the upper part. This is the down part. I'm repeating the same thing for the upper part. The notch part, place it directly on the center. You can see the center I'm showing you. Then use a pin to hold it down. So exactly what I just finished doing, I'll repeat it for the other side as well. So the second side, we are doing it exactly the same thing, and I'll show you for the sake of those that didn't understand the first part. So you can see the way I carry the material, the center, I place it directly on the center of the skirt, that is the middle of the skirt. So I remove the earlier pin I used. So after fixing it, I'll return the pin. I don't want to use different pins on it, because if I use different pin on it, it will be too bulky. So that's why I'll just remove it and put it back. So while removing, make sure the first one you placed earlier did not shift. So that's just the trick there. And it is advisable to iron as you are pleating. So the first one I did, I was supposed to iron it before I shift to the second one, but it's still the same thing. If it's your first time doing it, I'll advise you to iron it as you are pleating. So after finishing the upper parts, I'll just come and iron both sides together. If you are enjoying this video and you have not subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button now. So if you don't want too much pleats, you can stop at this point if you wish to. But I want to have more pleats, so I'm going to continue. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to give it a notch at the line that we ironed. So now we have 2 lines. You can see we have 2 lines now. The other side also we have 2 lines. so I'm notching everything. So the steps we took earlier is the same step we are still going to be taking for this very one. So I have notched the center. I'll just carry it, remove the pin, make sure the other ones are not scattered. But I have ironed it, so even if it cannot even scatter because it's already ironed, it's already balanced where it is. So I'll just place the notch part and place it on the center to go and meet the other ones. You can see, then I'll pin it down. The same thing I'll repeat for the upper part. That's just a trick. It's not hard. Very, very simple. If you have watched till this very part of the video and you have not subscribed yet, I don't know why you have not subscribed. I don't know why you have not given me a thumbs up, and I don't know why you have not turned on your notification bell to be notified whenever I upload new videos. Please, if you haven't done that, endeavor to do it now. Kindly do it now. Thank you. So just make sure it is properly arranged before placing your iron on top. As you're arranging, you are ironing. So I'm just doing the second one now. So at this point, it's now the pleats are now much. You can see they are now much. So just make sure everything is well arranged. Even the pin is not trying to get in anymore. So just make sure everything is well arranged. I actually enjoyed myself right here. Yes, I did. You can see. So I have finished one side of the pleat, you can see. So after finishing one side, I'll just give it a good press. I'll arrange it, make sure everything is well intact, and I'll iron it. So after that, I'll finish the second side. So the second side, I'll do it off camera because the video is getting too long. I don't want it to be too long. I hope you understand what I did in the video. If you have any part that you don't understand, you can tell me in the comment section and I'll make sure to explain it properly to you. And I also have another video where I have another video on this exact tutorial, so if you want to watch it, I'll put the link in the description box. So guys, this is the final look of our plate. You can see how beautiful it is looking. Yes, it is looking beautiful. So guys, this is it. I kept playing with it, like I stared at it for a very long time. Yes, because it was looking so beautiful. Yes, so beautiful. You can see that as I'm scattering it, it's going back to its normal position because of the way I ironed it properly. So last but not the least, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to stitch the upper parts. So you will see that I went down by 1/2 inch and I stitched it on the outside part. So you can give it any design you want, like a triangle part, but I don't want, so I just made a straight stitch. So the center part that was stitched earlier at the beginning, I'll just loosen it and I'll stop at where I stitch. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you find this video helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and make sure you share my videos to your friends. So this is the final look of the skirt. Thank you so much for watching the video to this end. See you in my next video. Bye.